Today we're going to be talking about avoiding trading mistakes. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today I'm going to be talking about avoiding trading mistakes. Now, I was leafing through Van Tharp's book, Trading Your Way to Financial Freedom. I mean, I've got a library of books and I'm just constantly picking up. You know, I might be having a coffee or something, but I'll read a page, and something really jumped out at me today, and it was a quote that Van Tharp has in his book by Dan Harrington, who I believe was a professional poker player, and it said, your net results, Van Tharp has readjusted this for trading, and it's your net results as a trader or investor over the long run will be a function of the expectancy of your system less any mistakes that you make. Now that's a really appropriate quote, because as a discretionary trader, you know, we are constantly doing battle, and the number one reason why traders will fail is that they repeat the same mistakes over and over again, the amateur trader. Now, for me, I've talked about this. I blew up several small accounts. Sorry about the microphone. You know, it took me years, and I was caught in a cycle of just repeating the same mistakes. And one of the biggest reasons was that I spent the bulk of my time focused on trade selection. Now, the rules, some of the different things that people fail at, and why I've structured my 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders, is about developing those daily rituals and habitualizing everything down to the minute detail, not only in your preparation, your daily training, your goals, your accelerated learning, but first and foremost, creating a vision. And part of that vision afterwards is designing and building your system with rules. Now, as a discretionary trader, I don't have a really hard cut and dry A plus B system, but I do have a system that is based on market generated information, which I talk about with the opening range and you know, the brackets, and I look for things based on market profile, based on longer term trends, based on breakouts like Peter Brand. I've taken strategies, a compilation of strategies, and melded that down using all that different information through something that works for me based on a Monday to Friday cycle. Now, prior to that, I was really focused on trade selection instead of risk reward. One of the biggest things I learned from Peter Brandt was really learning to identify these rectangular patterns that show up, building up over time, building up pressure, and then being able to identify measured move and ranges that you can hypothetically set a profit target for, break-even point for, but measured moves. I was taking small profits and large losses before. Again, my risk management was completely thrown out. Now, you know, I've completely reversed that, and I went through a couple of trades the other day on the Mexican peso that I had. I had a great trade on the Monday. Wednesday, it was a poor preparation and trade selection on my part, but my risk management was intact, and I took a loss that was 1R. My trade on Monday was returned 2.5R, actually 3R. It was a 3R trade, and on Friday that trade was 5R, and I still have a position in there. So, you know, my thinking has been completely reversed from trade selection to risk management, but also asymmetrical risk-reward trade opportunities. You know, chasing trades, taking tips, looking, you know, for signal services, all that ridiculous stuff. You know, indicator, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was focused on winning and being right and trying to prove to not only myself but other people that I knew what I was doing, because I knew so much about the market. You know, again, small winners, big losers, too much leverage on trades. I'd get angry at the anger trade, you know, the get even trade, you know, emotional swings. I'd jump back in with 5 times as much risk, like a deer in the headlights, and every single tick, you know, I was frozen. My heart was pounding, my throat was constricting on my breathing. I just completely unprepared and emotionally disoriented while at the screen. covering too many markets, trying to spread that over too much, too many instruments, trying to follow everything and missing the really simple golden opportunities. Whereas now I follow, 10 to 20 pairs, but I'm only looking for 2 or 3 really, really, really good setups. And it's easy for me to scan those markets. I also run a Metastock scan to filter out some other stuff, but I'm only looking for some really golden opportunities where I know that there's money laying over there on the table that I can go and take. And as I showed on my last video, I make mistakes, and that's what this is all about. Repeating all of the same above mistakes over and over again. So the long-term expectancy of your trading success relies on your ability, your positive expectancy of your system, less any mistakes that you make. Now, I talk about this all the time. The purpose of my program, the purpose of the accelerated learning, the goal setting, focusing your being emotionally oriented is about risk management, methodology, and your mindset. But once you have those 3 intact, these are the things where you're still vulnerable to repeating all those mistakes, and you're the variable. You are the variable. Everybody knows those rules. I get emails all the time I've had some great emails from people, similar journeys to my own. They know the method. They think they're emotionally oriented, and they've got the risk management. It all sounds so simple. It's all textbook material. But when money gets put on the line, there's a fourth variable, and that's you. So you really need to go to work on yourself. You need to be diligent about going bar by bar or however you're trading, and knowing in all case scenarios that number 1, every single trade that you take is just another trade. Number 2, you have an asymmetrical risk-reward opportunity. And number 3, you know where you're getting in and where you're going to get out. There's only 2 things that you can control. That's how much you're going to lose and how much you're going to make. So hopefully you got some value out of today's video, traders. Get my 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders. Keep focusing on progress. Trading perfection is a myth. The Holy Grail is a myth. Work on your skills. Develop the skills that you're going to go through day in and day out under pressure, whether it's end of day, whether it's on a 5-minute chart, however you're doing it. Bulletproof yourself and get your skills up to the level that will dictate the pay scale that you want. Make everything congruent right down to the tiniest little steps, and work at it day in and day out until you're seeing that progress appear. Well, have a great trading week. Stay disciplined, stay focused, make the rest of your trading your best year trading, and have a great trading week. Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High-Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.